what can governments do to either do away with or stay away from nuclear weapons?
Well, I think first of all they have to kind of make a decision that nuclear weapons don't have any part to play, or a positive part to play, in their defence strategy. So there needs to be a kind of a political decision, really, that governments wish to maintain their defence and security by conventional means alone. And that's the kind of the first step. I mean, if there's no willingness to do that, and there's a strong desire, on the contrary, there's a strong desire to remain under some nuclear country's nuclear umbrella, as we used to say it, then I think there's not going to be any progress. So that's the very first decision. And then secondly, there's a real need, I think, to reassure the populations of the countries that are concerned that it's possible to guarantee defence and security, both through conventional means, but also through a variety of unconventional means. And so the whole notion of kind of non-offensive defence and defensive defence strategies and so forth, I think, is a good way of pursuing it, linking that also to sort of ideas about collaborative and cooperative security. And then thirdly, it seems to me that governments that want to move in a clear non-nuclear direction should perhaps join with other governments that have made decisions to go in that direction. I mean, for example, all of the countries that have signed on to different nuclear weapon-free zones and so forth. I mean, what is it? I think it's 111 or something right now. I'm not absolutely sure of the total number, but if you take the South Pacific nuclear-free zone, the Latin American nuclear-free zone, the Southeast Asian nuclear-free zone, and so forth, they have put very real restrictions on their desire to kind of defend themselves with nuclear weapons, and they're providing a space for non-nuclear defence. So I mean, I think that's one thing. And then if countries are really wanting to go a step further, I mean, like the New Zealand government or whatever, you might then want to have some clear bans on nuclear-powered warships, or some clear restrictions on the development of nuclear power. And then I guess the fourth thing really is to begin addressing the whole issue of nuclear materials. And the Facile Cut-Off Treaty and so forth is part of that too. But I think what is the role of uranium and nuclear enrichment and nuclear energy supplies in relation to the proliferation of nuclear weapons? And I think we need to get much savvier about that, because there's no point dealing with the weapons end of it if indeed the kind of nuclear fuel cycles are so loose that they can be used by anybody that really wants to begin.